Hello everybody and welcome to School of War, and today we have a fairly interesting battle. I kind of was running out of content. This is one day before the recess, so this is going to be the last battle we are going to see before the open beta. As such, the next battles are going to be quite different. We're going to see elephants and everything, so I wanted to get last one out before we go, and we are going out with a bang. So this time we've got very interesting players on both sides. We've got, on the blue team, we've got No Values, Bastard, Robert Oakridge, some big names. On the other one, we've got Palazzos, we've got V Rabies. So we've got quite a bit. We've got the RB, some big names. So let's take a look at the composition first. In the front, we've got SWZ's Cavalry, also a fairly well-known player. Supported right behind them are the infantry, forming a very strong formation, kind of screening the infantry behind them. Sure, the opponent can still see the units behind. However, they are very well protected and are ready to strike. This is a very strong formation. Around the flag, we have got these spears and light infantry protecting this flag over here. On the other, we've got in the north cavalry marching around, a very classic push. However, a bit of a weakness when it comes to the southern forest. More precisely, they're falling behind a little while the red team is advancing very quickly on the forest. So in the southern forest, they might have a bit of an advantage. In the middle, we've got these Palatini medium infantry protected by these barbarian archers. So let's see how it goes. We've got these cavalry scouting over here. Tier 10 cavalry, Tier 10 Roman cavalry has 100% missile block, allowing them to scout without any worries. So now these slingers are firing at these ambushers. They got the first blood, but very little damage. That's a little better, but as you can see, these slingers are doing very little damage. That's why you will see them very rarely in high-tier games. So we have the blue team positioning, the red team overextending a little bit. Let's talk about this moment really quickly. So while he does have some testudo, he has opened himself to attacks from this side, as well as from the front, and separating his units a bit with this little hill. However, because he's not too far, in addition, supported by a few units, he might be just pushing to capture the middle, which could give them some strategic advantage. However, you know, with the team not moving together, it can be a weakness. So let's see how they proceed. The blue team retaliates with moving their units forward. The red team is trying to capture a little bit more, but now these heavy infantry are heavily overextended. Now they're retreating as they should. On the other hand, in the south, we have got these red light infantry protected by heavy infantry in the forest. You see, this is a very bad idea, and I'm going to show you why. In the forest, your units receive these debuffs. So your melee attack... Whoops. So your melee attack is going to be reduced by 20%, your speed is going to be reduced by 30%, your melee defense is going to be down by 20%, making you very weak to the enemy, while the light infantry instead gains melee attack and melee defense, putting a lot of advantage to the light infantry. Rule of thumb, never put heavy infantry in the forest. So they did that. Let's see how that turns out. I was also told that the red team has a lot of people who are AFK, but it looks like it is only one person with their artillery. The blue team has everybody playing, and they're all on the offensive. They're trying to capture the middle. So they just got hit by these javelins. They're running back and forth. This is a very nice trick that we just saw. As Germanicus, what you're able to do, if you can time it right, you are able to both move away and turn your back to block the enemy missiles. That's something you need to practice if you are to get good with testudo. So, whoop, raise shields, blocked by 100%. Oh, that charge was a bit of a waste. Now they were about to get intercepted by these by these light cavalry. This light cavalry has came way too close to these javelins, and now they're taking massive amounts of damage. 5,000. They got charged and have sacrificed themselves basically for nothing. I don't know why he would do that, but yeah, that was definitely a mistake. There's a bit of shots going on in the north. The blue team has completely flanked the red team and captured the north. South, the red team has flanked the blue team and are now almost engaged with them. These Roman war dogs are placing their stakes in these in this grass, which is very effective because they're very difficult to see. So next thing you know, you lost half of your unit while walking in the grass, so you always got to be careful. These dogs are now attacking these Praetorians. They have charged, but it did very little damage. So now we've got these Robert Oakridge trying to test the enemy to see if they will attack or not. He's just trying to bait the enemy in. With his dash ability, he is able to control the opposition. As you can see, despite the infantry charge, they're not able to do anything. But now that they have seen their light infantry is pulling back, because these Praetorians are very dangerous. The Pelasgos is sending his spears through the forest, and they do have advantage over there because they're light infantry. Are they? I feel like they're medium infantry, so they get less. Yeah, they have. They instead get just a speed slowdown. As you can see, they did tremendous amounts of damage right here. They charged right in, hit them back, and routed. And here we've got the engagement with the Praetorians going on. They're being shot at. The red has captured the middle because the flanks, the blue team has shifted their flanks to the left. This engagement over here is very important because there are only very few heavy infantry going on, and without a heavy infantry support, it is very difficult to push. So now the cavalry has charged over here, but they hit these stakes, so they lost 1/3 of their health. As you can see, these Imperial Guard are throwing their javelins at these legatus. Oh, now the red team is sending in their infantry against the standing cavalry, hitting them right in the back. They are engaged, but they're also Viki, not able to activate their vengeance, leaving them completely open. The cavalry retreats, but still loses half of their health. A bit of a bait going on in here. They managed to block it, but you can see me dodging over here. The Praetorians are doing very good. In the forest, the red team is just massacring the blue team. Let's see, in the north we've got the blue team pulling out of the forest, but they've lost quite a bit of men. That's okay. The middle is doing good. One side, the blue is winning. The other side, the red is kind of, yeah, they're losing. The blue team is winning in the middle. Oh, we've got a pretty nice cav charge, and half the health is gone from these javelins. Ooh. Despite both being tier 10, half a health is gone. Now, the cav charge, however, does not do kill damage much. Like, as you've seen, it was 45 out of 45. But they definitely do a lot of damage, so subsequent damage is going to do a lot of kills instead. So we've got these another RB's cavalry coming in, charging against one another, these legatus. Oh, doing quite a bit of damage. This is really good. These Royal Spartans have been stopped by the remaining Caltrops, which are very visible to the person planting them, especially if you hold the alternate view. Pelasgos is being shot at. I think he might have lost one of his spears. No, he sent one of his spears against these Imperial Guard. They just got routed, and now they got surrounded with the red team losing the middle. The reinforcements arrived to relieve the southern flank. Now the blue team is going into the forest where the red team is stronger, but they have been flanked once again. One of the Royal Spartans are gone. The second one is going down. And the other unit is down. The third Royal Spartan unit is down. They do not have any frontliners left except this one Centurion. So this one last desperate charge going in, and they made it. They made it over there. So we've got these last legatus left. The balance of power seems to be heavily towards the blue teams. towards the blue team side thanks to the victory against these Praetorians. I mean, look at this place right there. Very nice. So these cavalry trying to chase and they're getting chased back. Just look at them falling against this javelin fire. This one last man, all of these men running away from this one last dude. Boom. Another volley and they are finished. The blue team has finally won the north, barely surviving, however still victorious. And now the red team is being pushed. Let's see what they're gonna respond with. Yeah, they suicide their archers. It looks like it's over for the red team. Yeah, now they're being shot at with their AFK units. And it's an annihilation victory. Alright. Congratulations everybody, and I think everybody played very well. Red team was a little disadvantaged because they had one person AFK, which was artillery. It could have helped them quite a bit. Everybody played great, and that's what we like to see in the Battle of the Week. Well, that was the closed beta, and we'll see you in the open beta.